9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everyone? Thanks for coming out. Another episode of Gene Wars. How you fellas doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, man. Can't
How y'all
complain.
doing?
Not bad, not bad.
It's freezing out. Windy,
It is.
light rain, and about 22 degrees.
Yep. Yeah, today we didn't actually have rain, but it should be popping around again tomorrow. But it's been cold, man. In fact, I had my delivery guy came out yesterday or the day before, and we were just talking about it. Like, man, it's freaking cold out here for some reason. Like, it was only, I want to say 40. It was 40 or 50, but it felt much cooler than that.
Yeah. Yeah, they said up north in like Bear or something mountain up north where you guys are in California, it's getting like 3 feet of snow.
Oh, yeah.
Ski slopes or something like that.
Yeah. Big Bear.
Yeah, Big Bear, yep. That's got to be normal up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I just seen it on the news yesterday. They had it all locked down, and yeah, it was a lot, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It tried to snow last night.
We're supposed to get like 1 to 2 inches tonight and tomorrow, and then Sunday and Monday like 3 to 4 inches. So
it's so wild, man.
62 degrees here yesterday. So
oh wow, that's not too bad.
No, not at all. That's even better than some of the California weather, man, getting into the 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, we should be popping some rain around here again tomorrow. So I think we got probably another, I think like 5 more days of it at least or something. So super stoked on that. I got, today was the first day, man, that I actually had to go buy some rats. It's been a little over a year, probably a year and a half or something at least since I've had to go buy any rats at all. Shit, I almost want to say longer than that, but yeah, it's been a good at least year and a half. And then finally my production went down. It was kind of my fault too. I've been so busy with a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to do as much pulling out the rats and switch them like I wanted to. So, and some of those are getting older. I definitely need to get some of them swapped out, but I got a couple pairings going. So today I went, picked up some rats, so I could get some feedings done, picked up some rat food. So I got plenty of food, dog food and rat food. So the dog and rats are all taken care of for a good week or the next couple weeks. And in fact, man, I went today and got a crap ton of it. Like usually I probably spend, I probably get, I don't know, about probably about 18 pounds every week. And I went and got about 25, 30 pounds this time. I went and got quite a bit.
There you go.
Yeah, trying to keep things going and all that pretty good for them. And then I still got mealworms, so got a lot of protein to give all those rats and keep them up, keep them breeding well. So I'm super stoked.
You breed your own mealworms?
No, I actually would like to, but unfortunately I go and buy them from Tractor Supply, try to get the big bag of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that would be the way to go though, right there, Mike. But if you could sit here and just breed your own, I mean, I know you can, but you know, I've had access to doing it.
We tried to do the super worms. They're like, all right, you take this worm, you put it in a cup, you don't feed it or anything, no water. Then it'll die off. And like, all right, these things are dead. They're like, nope, it'll turn into a beetle. But like 5 or 6 months later, they're turning into beetles. And I'm like, oh, because we had hedgehogs a while back. And, you know, superworm, they love them and, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not about to mess with these damn beetles because one gets out, you know. It's like, no. So,
right.
We started that. some people, have successful. I guess we were just doing it. I was putting them in a little bitty deli cups, the one worm at a time, turn them into beetles and putting the beetles in a tub. And they said you have to put oats in it and this. I'm like, hell, YouTube makes everything sound so much easier than what it really is. And so.
Nice.
That's actually one of my newest ventures too, is breeding those.
Yeah.
Yep. Guess we could see who we got in the comments right now in the chat.
What's up, Mitzi? I seen her in there earlier.
What up, Mitzi? How are you? Hope all is well.
What's up, Will? Double dipping.
Yep, we got Will double dipping.
And you got me double dipping.
Duval.
Duval, what's up? Duval double dipping over there too.
After that, I can't remember who was after that.
Then you got that dead freak in there.
We got
John, what's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up,
You got
John?
the porch fam. And Kiko.
What's up, Kiko?
How you doing, Kiko? Hope all is well with you, buddy. Then we got Proxima in the building. What's up, Mike? How you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. And then we got Greg. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hope all is well with
Greg?
you.
What's up, Greg? Is that the same Greg where they say who the boop is Greg?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
You got that right.
Sure, I didn't want to say that and be like, who's that dude?
Yeah, I seen Greg in a little bit. And then we got Rat Bastard. What's up, Mark? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Mark? Oh, man. Don't mind me.
And we got Pierce. What up, Pierce? How you doing?
What's up, Pierce?
And we got Brave, the Smoothie King. What's up, Brave? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Brave? How's it going?
And Satchmo Carl. Was that in the shrimp?
Yeah. And that's where we're at right now, guys.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we'll let some more build up here in a bit before we put some of the information that we were going to talk about tonight. I know we have a couple things we're going to be going over actually tonight. Actually, some pretty cool, interesting stuff. So definitely want to stay tuned for that. We're going to be going over some things. Let me see here. Let me look real quick.
So with it raining, are you going to, I'm sorry, Vance, go ahead.
Oh, go for it, Mike.
I just was wondering, like, with it raining, are you going to be pairing more or have you got quite a few locks?
I've got like 4 locks with 4 different females so far. I'm trying to get everybody fed tonight, and then that way tomorrow I could start here in the next day or two. I'm gonna get some pairings going again. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm super stoked on that. You got anything going right now, or?
I paired on Valentine's Day, and they were locked for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh wow!
Excuse me. Right after they got done locking, she went to the back, and she's been on the heat ever since. She's like, "Get him out of here! I'm done." He's kind of thicker than the Snicker, but she's huge, and so I pulled him out. And I have one of my friend, her and her husband, where my stuff is. They had them help me look, see if they were locked or whatever. I just pulled them out, put them in the bottom. Then I'm going to feed tomorrow. I got that OD Sunset male, trying to pair to that Het Sunset girl. He's right at 680, almost 700 grams. He's kind of riding her back, trying to figure it out. So
nice.
Hopefully he can.
Yeah, Carl said he had 5 out of 7 locks. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
That is.
I know he's got a clutch or something about to hatch for like 56 days now. Some pied stuff, banana pieds, and he was talking about the other day.
I can't wait to see that.
It's always good to have pieds, bananas, and blue-eyed, bells and stuff on the tables to vend with because they go pretty quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's some of the #1 sellers right there. You get some pieds, albinos, bananas. That stuff all sells very well.
All the bright stuff, yeah. Because if you have like I have an inchy yellow belly pet pied female, and I have people, send me pictures. Oh no, that just looks like a normal. It's like, no, the inchy is this. This is a yellow belly, and the recessive is takes two to make the visual. And oh, I don't believe you. It's like, well, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Right.
Because they're so used to seeing like the whites, white snakes and stuff like that. So, but it's all right.
Yeah.
When it happens. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got anything going right now, Will?
Well, I'm waiting for a few to drop, and I am pairing a few still right now, but yeah, I got a normal to a super inferno fader GHI plus whatever else is in there. So I'm gonna try to get some codom stacks out of that to eventually throw back to some recessive stuff and just kind of keep a mix in there. And then let's see, I got a lemon blast het pied to a albino pied, so I'm trying to get some more pieds for the tables as well as to hold back.
Yeah.
I got a pastel lesser that I put to a albino mahogany, so trying to get some stuff out of that.
Nice.
Got a cinnamon inchy that I threw to a pastel HRA GHI. I'm working on a banana lemon blast to that pastel HRA GHI as well. And then I have the hypo yellow belly vanilla fire girl going to the killer bee inchy DG boy.
Oh wow!
Then I got that. Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And then I got a Dinker and a F1 that are going together right now. And then I got a couple other little projects that I'm working on. So
there you go.
Should be interesting. Some of the stuff if it goes.
Nice, hell yeah. That's awesome, man. I'm hoping any day I'll have some clutches. I don't think it'll be any day, but hopefully here within the next month or two, see something drop. I know there's quite a few people that have been having not a great year, as far as getting anything or very few clutches. So I'm kind of curious if that's happening with how many people that's happening with, because I've heard quite a bit of it, but I know there's a lot of people dropping some nice stuff too.
Yeah,
I'm glad I actually threw that up. That's awesome, getting mail from a clutch.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, never know. Somebody might be like, oh man, I didn't produce anything this year, knowing they probably pushed 20, 25 clutches and all the, you just never know.
Yeah.
Some people will be honest with you, about what's going on, and you just never know.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff too. There's a lot of stuff too that you got growing up that's just coming into the breeding cycles, too. So
especially sometimes if it's a first time female, they don't always go and stuff. I mean, I can understand, understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, our girls are being stubborn on building for sure. Have about going, but would like to see the other 20 do something. Yeah, that's right, John. In fact, you were the one of the ones that was telling me, or I remember saying that. And there's some other people too. I can't remember who it was. And it sucks too, man, because poor Pat, he sat there and had, was it 3? He had a puzzle clutch. 3 of them were like dead when he already had pulled them out, or when they before they even came out of the eggs or something. And so he only had 2. And then so he went to go check in the incubator this morning, and when he got up early, man, the 2 puzzles he had were gone.
Oh no!
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
that's terrible. I didn't know that.
And they were nice too, man. I forget don't quote me, but I want to say it was even. In fact, John knows. John, wasn't it like a hypo puzzle? I know there was some other stuff in there, but I believe, but there was definitely the puzzle, and man, they were beautiful snakes too.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I
Unfortunate.
seen when I woke up. I was like, holy crap, man, that sucks.
And
Chris,
Patrick,
what's up,
that's
buddy?
North Florida Club. Doesn't he do the maternal incubation too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't for sure if it was
Yeah.
him or the Michael Morris. So yeah, it's just crazy.
Okay, super inchy OD puzzles. So that's right.
Oh, this thing's gonna be bright. Yeah.
They were bright. They were super bright and nice, man. I felt for them.
God,
Oh,
that
yeah,
sucks,
I
man.
can imagine.
Unfortunately, part of the game that we deal with. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would have ruined my day for sure. Like the whole week or month, I would have been bummed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are powerful animals.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something real quick.
I had similar luck with the last clutch that I had. It was the albino mahogany to a cinnamon mahogany, and I want to say I had 5 eggs, and I believe 3 of them didn't fully develop, and the other 2 right at the end just bellied up. No idea why, but didn't even get them out of the eggs.
Dang.
It was terrible, man. Yeah, but I'm just gonna try it again. I mean,
For sure.
you know, it's something that I've been wanting to work with and work on. Is I want to get an albino Suma cinnamon.
That'd be pretty nice. Yeah, I had the ones that went like the 60 days or whatever, 57 to 60 days, and they were pipping, but they still felt like they had a lot of fluid in them. So I cut them. Then they stayed in the egg for like 5 or 6 days, and they finally come out. It took them a while to get them eaten, and then a few of them passed because they wouldn't eat. I tried to assist feed, and they ate a couple of them. And then another one, I assist fed. He ate fine that week. Then I fed like next week, assist fed, and then like 2 days later it was dead. So then I lost that twin. He got up to like 42 grams. Assist fed him, and then like 3 days later he passed.
Oh,
So
man.
he just was small. He was like 28, 29 grams. And then when he came out of the egg, he was pretty small. I was feeding him little pinky slurpees and stuff like that to try to. So that's what I'm trying to get in this year with the same pairings. So
A lot of great and exciting moments, but also heartbreak in the same.
yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. The 10 eggs I have are dimpling up nicely. Oh, sweet, Carl. That's awesome, man. Oh, we got Brandon. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Haven't got to see you in a while. Actually, I just seen him a couple days ago, though. But before that, it's been a hot minute. You want to go bring that up for that rat deal?
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go over some stuff here in a bit that I want to talk about, but we're gonna wait to get some more viewers in here because I don't want to bring. Even though we could talk about it a few times, I want to try to get some more people in here.
I think this year I'm going to put the eggs and stuff lower in the incubator because the fan's up high. Or I might switch the fan going from the bottom blowing up. But it stayed at like 89.5 the whole time. So I'm not sure what had happened. So
so we've got this deal that Will found, and we wanted to actually talk about this. We got a rat ban. Will, you brought that up, so I'll let you get more into that.
Yeah, so a while back, I was cruising through USARK because I like to look through there and see all the alerts and stuff. And I came across this, which is an Idaho rat ban. Apparently, there's 2 bills that have been introduced in Idaho. Both bills address the problem with Norway and roof rats becoming increasingly problematic throughout the state, mainly in urban areas. So they basically are trying to take action on them and declare them as like agricultural pests and deem them necessary to control and as well as making them health and safety nuisance, invasive species, vermins, and agricultural health and welfare pests. So they basically are just trying to make it to where you can't have them. And by doing so, that's a primary food source for a lot of pets, zoos, and other snakes and other, reptiles that people take care of.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can see how that's going to be a great concern. And definitely, I'd advise, if you're in Idaho, to definitely get involved in this and try to do your part in getting rid of this ban, because once they do it in one state, they start trying to do it in others. And the next thing you know, we don't have our food source for our reptiles and our animals. So just make sure that you guys are doing your part and getting out there and voicing your opinion on this kind of stuff.
There's a couple big dudes up there in Idaho. I think Jeremy Stone's up in Idaho. Or Utah. I don't remember what state he's in, but I know he's up there in that area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, that's like Will said, it's very important to sit there and support the U.S. ARC and everything, because and be, people with their animals. I mean, we got to, do the proper steps with them and everything too. You can't just be an idiot out there with your animals. What starts with one snake or one state, excuse me, will, outlawing rats or reptiles or whatever it may be. In this case, we're talking about the rats. That all is just a downfall from there. Just all a domino effect that just goes on to the next state and so on. And that's with a lot of things, whether it's good or bad. For example, green tea, that, and nothing wrong with that. But that started off in one state. They got it legalized, and just look, it went now more states, Florida and Washington, and I think Washington followed suit next right after that or something. But, Vegas and all these states, they're taking on now. So as easy as it can with something that you do want to have, something that is a good law that you are able to have something. They can also outlaw stuff from you too. So you definitely don't want to sit there and lose your rights to these animals, man. I mean, if you can't sit there and if you don't have any access to rats, how are you going to feed your snakes? Not every person wants to feed theirs frozen. Not every snake is just easily transferred that way. And do you have the money to do something like that, to buy frozen? That's going to be more expensive to have it shipped. Personally, me, I'd rather just be breeding my own rats if I can. And so, like I said, you're just not going to be able to keep those reptiles. So, keep that in mind, man. That's just crazy to sit there and think that they would even throw something like that. I mean, I hate to say it because I love California. We're a beautiful state, but that reminds me of some shit that we would pull. Even we wouldn't pull something like that. It's like, gosh.
Right.
Yeah, we've been fortunate here in Michigan, like with the laws with alligators and all that stuff. And they just found another alligator let loose in Detroit area. I mean, everybody, they're cool when they're little and they get bigger. It gets cold and they have nowhere to put it. It's like, don't buy it just off of a whim because it's cool. And, you got to think about that when it gets 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 foot, So eventually they're going to wind up breaking down here and tighten the laws up a little bit.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, it's ridiculous. In fact, my wife was showing me something earlier. I thought, dude, okay, you guys got to hear this shit. Okay. I'm not even sure if I'm crazy or what, man, when I heard this. Okay. Petco or PetSmart, I believe it was Petco, but one of them, there was a lady that went in there with her child, I believe it was. And she wants to get a bearded dragon. And I assume it's for their child. It's, it might've been 1 or 2 kids, 5, 7, or about 7, 10 years old, something like that. And so she's got at least one child in there. And John, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope all is well. So she wants to get this bearded dragon, for one of her kids, I assume, or both. And the lady from Petco or PetSmart comes up to her and she's talking to her about wanting to get it. And she's like, okay, well, I want to get this enclosure right here. She's going to get it temporary. It's like I don't know, maybe a 20-gallon or something roughly from what I've seen, just the looks of it. And the lady from PetSmart or Petco is trying to sell her this bigger enclosure for $300. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so they turned around, and that lady would not sell her that bearded dragon because she would not buy the tank that they wanted for her to buy, but they felt suitable. And she's like, okay, so let me go over here to your enclosure. Your enclosure is smaller than the one that I'm getting. And she's like, well, ours is temporary. Okay, it might be temporary, but how temporary? Because we can see a lot of animals that are in there for a lot longer than temporary. They're not in there for 2 weeks, a month, a couple months.
Multiple.
Yeah, multiple. And they could be in there sometimes a year or two, right? Sometimes these animals sit for a long time. And your guys' way of doing stuff isn't always correct. The way you guys have your lights and stuff set up neither. So I really wouldn't be pointing fingers, and telling somebody what's wrong when you really don't know what you're talking about and you're doing stuff incorrect yourself. So I thought that was really interesting, man, for something like that. I couldn't believe that I never thought that they would turn down a sell, I mean, I could see if you really truly thought like, man, this person is not going to take care of this animal, right? Like,
yeah, you can generally tell.
Right. Like they're going to put this, like you're telling me you're going to buy a snake and you're going to put it in a little cardboard box or something. Then I would say, okay, yeah, let's not make that sell, right? I mean,
yeah, like a 4-foot berm, put it in a 10-gallon tank, all this blueberry,
exactly.
But answer me this though: how many times did that work on other cells?
Yep, just takes one.
So they'll take the one person that refuses over the 5 that they talked into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just wrong in my opinion. But I'm not going to get into that because that reminds me of Facebook talks that I've had with people telling me it's got to be 120 gallon, no less than that.
They're like, I got this 20-gallon right now. It's 3 months old. But this Friday when I get paid, I'm picking up this 120-gallon. What all do I need for it?
Exactly.
It's like, well, why wouldn't you? I don't know. I just try to stay off of those.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like Will was saying.
It's true. I'm trying to think what it was, man, because we were just talking about that the other day. I think it was me, Will, and Mark. But we were saying something about that, and I'm trying to think. There was something I seen, man. Actually, I've seen a few things lately, and I'm trying to think of what it was, but it was it's pretty insane how these people think, how they know everything. I just don't understand it. It's just really amazing. But everybody knows everything, I guess.
Yeah, and then another lady's like, yeah, I got this 18 by 18 by 36 tall aquarium, and they said ball pythons can climb. Look at my noodle. And it looks like they have those pipe cleaners all tied to everything. And so my daughter said, she goes, I don't understand some people.
So if you live in Australia, make sure you just go and you randomly throw out 120-gallon tanks all through the outback, and that way they know they have a place to go.
Right. Heck yeah.
Just leave the opening a little bit and they'll crawl right in.
Yep. They'll live their lives perfectly fine in 120 gallon.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I guess let's go ahead and go into that other one. So this one, I was talking to Will about this, man. So I watched a video. I'm not going to say the guy's name or what channel, but I really thought this was pretty interesting when I seen a video, and it's a big time guy that really just kind of shit on the hobby. Just basically said that the reptile hobby is dead, that reptile cells, all that. There's no more. And
do you think he does it for clickbait? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's what we were kind of thinking, Mike. Like, that it's a clickbait type thing.
Yeah.
And I feel it's hard to say. I mean, I guess into a sense it could be. So here's the thing. The statement that he made actually came true with what he put.
Okay.
So I don't look at that as clickbait, but then again, I guess it can still be because you're just putting whatever shit out there for clickbait, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it.
Are you there, Vance? Internet must went down.
Can't hear you. His mic went out, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's real windy outside. I thought maybe our Wi-Fi went out. I'll wait till he comes back because I was going to mention something about the same.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
I think he went back out.
I agree with you, John. So I was curious, like, so I went through and I watched the video once, and then I came through and I watched it a second time. And so I seen some things that I understood a little better watching it the second time around.
Mm-hmm.
But still a lot of it wasn't correct. I don't understand how you could sit here and say that the reptile hobby is dead when you have people like Brian Barczyk. Well, rest in peace to him. And they're really not doing too many sales as much on that. But when you have people like Billy, Austin, who am I missing? We were just talking about him earlier. Justin, Kabilka. You've got all these people, big breeders that are making big money. And me and Will were talking like, well, maybe because they're from in Canada, but again, that goes back to Billy and them, and you got other countries, Europe, and, China and all these different places that are also, creating really nice animals and top of the line stuff, really expensive. So I really didn't see what he's talking about in that part, and that the expos and a lot of these sales are going down because, I mean, honestly, I've seen a lot. It seems like to me the sales are actually picking up more now. Not saying that the animals are getting more expensive, but we're able to start making these sales a little more than where we were before.
Yeah, sorry, Vance.
I'll go for it.
I was going to say, like, I guess certain times of the year are better than others, like tax time, fall time, summer, where people are really starting to get, if they're going into breeding, picking up breeders or picking up stuff for their projects. Yeah, they're going to, buy more. Winter, sometimes people are waiting on babies and not bringing too much, that they have left to the shows. And it's kind of slim picking sometimes. Yeah, it's going to be a little slower certain times of the year. But I feel that certain times of the year are going to be pretty busy and steady too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know. I've just, like I said, I've seen sales going in, and he was trying to say too that going into, what was it? Basically the lizards, saying that if you want to sell an animal, you basically need to go in a specific type of move away from the snakes. So the ball pythons, the crested geckos, and the leopards were the three that were basically trash that, that it's just, you're not going to make that money on. And I forget which one it was, Will. Do you remember the lizard? I can't remember if it was a monitor. I don't think it was a monitor. Tegu.
Oh, it just monitors in general is what he was speaking of.
Okay. It was. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, to me, I just don't believe that. And what got to me more was even too, like I said, the guy's a big breeder. So really to put that out there with that big of a following, why would you do that? But then I look into the comments and I see a lot of stuff where people that are in there just kind of talking trash. Now, I didn't go too much into the comments. I kind of maybe stayed around 15, 20 comments, and I was like, all right, that's enough for me. But I'm seeing a lot of these comments, and people are kind of like, the ones that I seen were kind of with the guy and talking shit, about ball python genes, like, ew, it's about traits or, this and that. And it's like, I don't know. They just got a little, like, it sounds to me like, I mean, really, aren't you supposed to be kind of bringing the community more together? Like we should all really, we do tarantulas or snakes or lizards or this or that. Shouldn't we be working more together, you know, instead of dividing in there?
Yeah, for sure.
It really did come to a lot of trash talk, man. And I don't know, like I said, I'm not going to put the guy's name out there and everything, but I just thought it was ridiculous. I mean, if you're going to speak facts, because I guarantee you the ball python market is not dead. They act like everything has been bred, that there's no more combos that even can be made. And like, there's not genes being produced freaking every week. It seems like there's always a new gene popping out every so often. Right. So,
and you'll have sorry, Vance.
Oh, you're good, Mike. There's like 300 genes. And I guarantee you, I could take in genes that are old and I could put stuff together that people have not done in a combination before. I guarantee you, I've looked at stuff. It's not out there. Yeah, given there could be some people that have stuff in their drawer still. No, I know there's some stuff I can make that has not been produced. So no way, man.
And a lot of times you'll hear the negativity and stuff like you were saying about it from the people that don't have the passion or the patience to continue to do it.
You know what? I'm actually really glad you brought that up, Mike. Go ahead with what you're saying, but thank you for that.
No, I just was saying, like, with the passion and, you know, and the patience and stuff like that. I know the same person you're talking about 4 or 5 months ago, there was another video of how he did not like these other big, I mean, these people are huge in the community. I don't like these people, and this is the reason. It's like, I just thought it was clickbait, like you were saying. You know, I thought maybe it was clickbait of why he didn't like those people.
And that was one of the things I'm trying to remember. And I'm, like I said, I'm really glad you did that, Mike. Because I did this at like the last minute before I was getting ready to go backstage, and I'm trying to write this shit down. I need to start doing it earlier. But the passion for the animals and everything is a lot where it's at.
Yep.
And he's talking about this COVID shit. You're bringing up COVID. We're past COVID, man. Like, that's over. Yeah, we're probably we're dealing with the aftermath. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I don't want to say we're just clearing out of it, but kind of like.
Well, it's been 5 years, 6 years, you know.
Yeah, it seems like we're finally starting to get where we need to be. And I can't remember the breeder's name, or I would put his name out there right now who said this. Because, shit, I wish I could remember it to go watch it again. But whoever the hell it was an amazing person, breeder, that was talking about this, that has been in this for years. And they've watched this hobby, this industry, every 7 years. There's this collapse. And then you have to wait so long, right? So it takes about those 7 years to kind of come back from that. Now we're at that 6-year mark right now. So hopefully, things are looking better. I'm not saying that pies are going to be going for $1,000 anymore. No, the price probably is going to stick where it's at. Okay. But we should be able to start making these cells even better and more. And as long as people are doing proper stuff too, we got these COVID breeders out. And a lot of that comes down to the passion, that the people that have that passion are still here doing it. I've been into snakes for over 33 years. Whoa, so what's up, brother? How you doing? I hope all is well. In fact, I'm glad you popped in because I want to show something off here in a bit.
Yeah, you got to figure too that the people that got in with the high money thinking they're going to return it quick, a lot of those people are out, and they lost a lot of money. They figured
they spent all that money because the price went up, right? COVID time.
Yep, they figured that hey, I can get in and get out, get in quick and make my money back in that first year. I mean, there has people that's done it, but I mean, I know somebody that spent $17,000 on one gene and he lost everything. Sold his car to get it.
Damn.
I lost the gene, lost everything, and it's crazy.
That sucks, man. So yeah, like I said though, a lot of it's with the passion, man, that you have. Like these people, COVID breeders, to people that were just brothers pre-COVID, after COVID, whatever. During these people that come in all the time, and that's the other thing, okay, that me and Will were talking about. You have new breeders coming in all the time.
Yeah.
There's plenty of genes out there to still make and do stuff with. What are the odds on these snakes? Come on, you put a 3 gene with a 4 gene. What's those odds on that? That's a pretty high number, right? I don't know off the top of my head. It's been a hot minute before I've messed with that shit, but it's probably about a 1 in 154, 1 in 2 something possibly. But your chances even at 1 in 64, 1 in 32 is pretty fat chance. So there's so much still that can be done that we have not hit, that I guarantee you, Billy, Justin, them dudes, they are all still working on projects that have got 5, 10 genes packed in there, even just say 5 or 7, and they still aren't even hitting on it. And they're still having to pump those every year until they get finally what they want.
Yeah, if you're not taking a chance, what are you doing with it?
Exactly.
You gotta take a chance.
Yep.
Just like Austin Hatch, he posted a video the other day, was talking about that monsoon pied. It was a possible monsoon, and didn't know the other one was pied, I think, and then he got 2 monsoon pieds out of it.
Jeez.
Yeah. And you know what? Thank you, Mike. Mike's reminding me of every damn thing right now.
Sorry.
So to that story, man. So check this out. You're Miracle Mike. So, damn, I smoked that green tea earlier, man. That kind of fucked me up. Sorry, guys.
I'm scared if I start, I'm gonna start messing up too. But
so this is what the guy did when he was showing. He showed a few snakes too, right? And he was talking about. Now, I kind of agree in a sense on some things that what he's saying, as far as the actual breeder / keeper, because we're not just breeders, we actually love our animals. Most of us, we love our animals. So we sit here and we do what we can for these. But God damn it, I lost my train of thought again. I had something strong too, and I felt it, like, you know what I mean? I felt like a pastor. I was up here and I was gonna let loose, man. And then it was like, boom, a brain fart just hit me. Crazy. Can't believe that. So he was showing a couple snakes, right? And the one that he's showing was a albino, or no. Okay, he showed an albino, but he showed a pied. And just a basic, I think it was just a plain pied. It might have had one other gene in there, but I believe it was just a pied. And it's a $300 snake that he shows. And then he goes and shows another snake, and he says, well, how much do you think this is going to cost? And he lets everybody kind of guess, and then he shows the price in there. It's a $45,000 snake. He shows another nice snake or expensive snake in there too. He's saying that this pied, so he has the $45,000 snake, which is a pied, monsoon, and something else, I forget. So it's like a three recessive gene combo, okay? Pied, monsoon,
hypo,
possibly hypo. It was something. So it's a $45,000 snake, right? The pied is $300. And then he shows a sunset. Sorry, Mike. He shows a sunset that's a $3,000 snake that he had on the price or whatever it was, and goes and says, I personally think that this snake is a lot better looking, this pied, $300 pied, than this sunset or this 3-gene combo recessive. But the problem with it also is that the 3-gene recessive that he was showing, or on one of those, the pied was actually a high white pied. So you can't even see all those genes in there.
Yep.
So at least show something that's got more pattern in it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But then at the same time, you can also go, well, yeah, I'm going to say this $300 pied looks better than this $45,000 pied or whatever, because you can't really see the person, even we have a hard time seeing what's in pied. So how the hell do you expect some Joe Blow that doesn't know shit about it to sit here and be able to know the difference? Yeah, you're going to obviously say, oh, well, yeah, that $301 one looks better. But let's really go into some combos, right? Or even a single gene. Let's show a spider. Let's show a spider and see what people think of that, or something. Or if you really want to go into some expensive stuff, let's go. I don't even want to say some of my projects or what I think, because I'm going to put some of my stuff out there. But let's go, you know what I mean, with something that's going to be pretty wild, right? Like, I don't know. Let's just go with like a scrambler spider, shit, I don't know, Orange Dream or something, you know, like it just kind of, I don't know, it didn't really validate a lot what he was saying. So I don't know. That was my little rant for it and everything. I just personally, to me, man, I just was really upset about that, because to sit there and say that the hobby is dead like that, I don't see that at all. I call bullshit on that. Look at everybody that's making money, and going back to what I was saying earlier that me and Will were talking about. There's new breeders coming in the hobby all the time. All the time, I'll sit here and look whenever I go, and it'll say like on IG, you got, well, it shows you obviously what you hang around, right, with breeders. So it's throwing up all these breeders. You see new. I'm seeing new breeders all the time, man, that are coming in. There's so many, I can't even keep up with everybody's names. Like, it's hard because we know so many people, right, that come in, you know, that we see from all these different group chats. You know, you got Morphs, you've got Wiz, you know, the Sophisticated Ignorance. You've got all these channels out there and everything with, you know, so we get to see a lot of people. And I mean, shit, I could sit here and say just from the time that I've started, it was cool. Like, I remember, well, I shouldn't say when I first started, but when I first came back into the game about 4 years ago, there was John, Osa, Will, you know, what's his name? Pat from Dragon Soul, or however you pronounce
Dragon
it.
Soul. Yep.
Yeah. I always say Soul, but I thought some people said it a little different. But Dragon Soul, like, dude, like all those guys, Keys, you know, everybody, man. Like, I remember so many people, Greg, TJ, his wife, like, you know, seeing all these people, man. So it's like, it's pretty cool to just all these people that you get to meet and see all the time. And then when you get all these new breeders, it's really hard for me to keep track of these names. I can't. Like, I try, and I feel bad. Even people that I know here in town, I'm like, I've been dealing with them at the feed store for a while, and I don't even know their name. You know, it's really hard to keep track of everybody, and I feel bad at it sometimes. So
yeah, it takes me.
I do apologize to anybody out there if I
get used to
don't
knowing
remember your name at times.
Well, earlier I thought Will was Mark. I was like, "What's up, Mark? How's it going?"
Oh, that's right. That was good.
Will. Oh, my bad. The computer was cutting out the phone, and so it takes me a minute to get like new breeders and remember who they are and their voices and shit. But
I'll be right back.
It's like once I know who they are, remember them, it just comes natural, I guess, to me. So,
well, I can go on a little rant about this too, I guess. First of all, these are just my opinions, and I respect the guy's opinions and his view of things, but this is just kind of how I interpreted some of it. And one thing that I didn't like about it was how he mentioned business, industry, and one other thing. And I'm going to read off the definitions of all three.
there you go.
So business is a commercial operation or a company. So like a reptile company, an LLC or something. Industry, a particular form of branch of economic or commercial activity. So like the reptile industry in a sense, but an industry in my sense is factory work. And there might be some operations that are like a factory, the bigger breeders. Got it. The last one is the one that kind of struck a nerve with me, and that was pyramid scheme. That's a form of investment in which plain participant recruits two further participants with returns being given to early participants using money contributed by later ones. Now, let me tell you something. You are not guaranteed to get any kind of money back or bring anybody into the hobby. You're going to have sales at your shows. You're going to talk to people. Yeah, they might change their mind. They might get into it. They might do whatever. But you're not there to recruit. You're not there to gain money off of them other than to sell. And they're not going to go and turn around and be like, oh, well, I don't have it. Go check on Will's table. That's not going to happen. That's the last thing on their mind. They want to make the sell, not give the sell away. So the pyramid scheme thing, didn't like that. So we'll get into the three that he was talking about. Press the geckos. So crested geckos have been in the pet trade since like the mid 90s. So let's just say that's over 30 years. Leopard geckos have been around the pet trade since the 60s. That's over 30 years. And guess what? Ball pythons have been around since the mid 70s. And like I last mentioned on the other two, that's over 30 years, correct?
Yep.
So, depreciation refers to two aspects of the same concept. First is an actual reduction in the fair value of an asset, such as the decrease in value of factory equipment each year as it's used and it wears. And the second is the allocation and accounting statements of the original cost. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form an accountant, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's those two basically. So examples of what I'm trying to get at with the depreciation over the years. Electronics. You can lose up to 50% of their value within the first 3 years. Cars, they lose up to 20% of their value usually in the first year.
Yep.
So why do prices go down? Oversaturation of the market.
Yep.
So oversaturation with many breeders producing a large amount each year, which can lead to price lowering to compete for customers and lower the prices to remain competitive. Common morphs, the market is flooded with a whole amount of common morphs, which again can be sold at lower prices due to not being rarer form. Quality and ethical breeding. Breeders have to still feed, water, house the reptiles, which also can pass through very value quickly. In doing so, selling at a lower price helps to keep up with the current market. Now, I got a couple numbers I'm going to run by you guys. Morph Market currently has 61,160 listings.
Oh my God.
And this is just one platform.
Hey, Renee, love you, cousin.
28,849 are ball pythons. 1,946 are leopard geckos. 5,803 are crested geckos. And 36,598 is what that is combined. So that means 24,562 are not crested, leopard, or ball pythons. So what I was getting at with some of the stuff that I was talking about is after so many years, you finally start to see a drop in some of the normal standard genes for $10, $15, $20. It's going to happen. When normals came out, $400 or $500 if you were lucky.
Yeah.
Now, 10, 20. But how many years is that? Over 30 years.
Yeah, 40.
So
Yeah.
gotta kind of take a step back and just realize that it didn't just go. It took time to get to that point. And with newer stuff coming out all the time, it's gonna do that with other things too. But it's starting to normalize after the COVID is what's going on right now, in my opinion.
Right.
So,
Yeah, a lot of it too is, your animal, you might have paid such and such for it, but you think it, in your own mind, and you value that animal a lot more than that, personally yourself.
yeah.
So,
And a lot of it's getting back to being, oh, I'm going to sell to pet breeders, or I'm going to sell to pet keepers, or I'm going to sell to collectors. But everyone's going to start focusing in on the pet level because that's the people that you're trying to get to buy the things, is the people that want them for pets. Because if you want it for a pet, you're going to take care of it. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away.
Yep.
There's still going to be a market for pet breeders, but it's not going to be COVID prices like people are still trying to get away with. They're going to have to lower everything down and just deal with it.
Yep. And it's true, Will, like you said, I mean, that stuff, these genes have been around for a lot of years. So, I mean, what do you expect? And that's really what happens, right? It gets oversaturated, and that's when the prices start to drop in price. If you don't have that much of stock, well, then, yeah, prices are going to be way up because nobody has it. You want that, you can't find it. So you've got to pay for that. And again, like you said, there's so many new genes that are popping out. We still have stuff out there that's crazy in price, right? I mean, Sunset's a good price up there. Monsoon's still way up there. I mean, that's an insane price. I don't even know. Are they going under 10 grand now for Monsoon? But, still, I mean, I imagine they're 5 to 8 grand at least in that price range. You got DG, you've got Hypo. You could sit there and say, okay, well, hypo or DG is really not worth that much. No, but when you sit there and you put them in those combos though too, that shit's going way up there in price. You sit there and you tell me one snake, one animal that will not jump up in price when you put DG and hypo into it. Exactly. Or even just one of those genes. DG, jump that price way up, right? Especially when you step up there and you got some really nice stuff going. Stick Ghost in there, that could jump that up. Put those two together, boom, you just knock that price through the roof. So, and it doesn't even take those. You can take and do a lot of things, other genes and put together. So it's, I don't.
There's always going to be animals in the thousands of price, but not 25, 45, 35. That stuff is going to go away. People are just going to have to deal with like the 1,500, the 2,000 mark, because anything over that is not going to be pet quality, and you're just going to be catering to breeders and breeders only at that point.
And I've noticed too, like there's 3 or 4 bigger breeders. I'm not going to mention any names, but like on Morph Market, when they do the auctions, like this, like higher end stuff, like goes for like at least $1,500 to $2,000 for those animals, and they're putting them on the auction and they're getting no more than like $400 for these. Right. But other people has them, you know, on the like on Morph Market and everywhere else for like $2,000, $2,200, $2,500. Like for instance, the Clown Sunsets I have, I'm looking on there. Some people got them for $1,400 up to $2,000. But there was some went on auction and it went for like $450. That's the ones that I feel like, because they don't work in their projects, they're just gonna say, you know, forget it. I'm just gonna let it go and get to $400 or $500 now. They're trying to wait because they don't have room for it because they're producing so many animals.
Yeah,
that's
I had to give a shout out to Bosa.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah,
this is
shout out to Bosa. Thanks, Bosa.
I'm gonna try to step back a little bit, see if maybe you guys can see a little better. But yeah,
I can see you.
It's pretty cool. Thank you, Bosa. I appreciate that. I was super stoked. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey, send me your address and your size." And I was like, "Okay, awesome. I already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna send a shirt to me." I wanted to sit here so bad and be like, "Hey, Bosa, can you like send me the Diana shirt?" But I didn't want to do that, you know. And he had already I think he already got it or whatever. But anyways, still didn't want to do that. He's gonna send me what he sends me, and I'll be grateful and thankful for it. I want that badass Bosa shirt, whatever. I'll take it. And then when I got that, I was like super ecstatic. It came in yesterday. I was gonna do. I still got to put some pictures up of it, and I got to do John from Mission Morphs too. Or I think I did John's. I still got to put it on, I believe. But and Kyle from Markham Reptiles, I got to do his shirt. But I wanted to sit there and do it like actually on me. I just got to get my wife to do a picture of it. But yeah, I was super ecstatic when I seen it. Or my doorbell rang, and I'm like, "Who the hell's here? Like, nobody should be coming to my house. Like, get the fuck away." And then so I go and look, and I see the UPS guy, and I'm like, "Oh shit, it's the UPS guy. I wasn't expecting nothing. Like, it must have been my dad or something. He's ordering some shit." So then I go open the door, I see the package, and I'm like, "Wait, hold on here. I think I had a shirt coming." And so I went and grabbed that package, and I looked, and I was like, "New York," and I'm like, "Oh shit, Michael sent me a shirt. I didn't know Platinum was sending me a shirt." And I'm like, because it's from New York, right? And I'm like, but wait, okay, that's the address from where it's coming from. And I was like, I think this is actually maybe the shirt from Bosa. So I went and opened it, and sure enough, it was. So thank you. I really appreciate that, brother. Oh, man, you don't. I thank you, but you didn't have to do that. But I did that just because of love, man. Like, you've been there, you've helped out so many people, just being a great friend, being the person you are, and the support and everything. So, man, that's the least I could do, honestly. But thank you, honestly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. Really appreciate that, man. The first time I met Bosa, like, well, in person, I can't see him, but like on a live, was last night with me, Val, KG, Bosa. I think he was on there for a little bit, and a couple other people. So.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And I was trying to, like, it's hard. I'm trying to watch the way I talk sometimes because, okay, so I heard something on the radio that when somebody gives you something, like, you don't, or if they give you a compliment, Like, you just take it, right? You don't say like, oh, well, I'm not, or this or that. Like, you just take it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, like, because the person was doing something for you. So I'm trying to like understand certain things too. And so I know one thing I did want to sit here. If you guys can too, share this out. I wanted to do, we kind of got something important that I wanted to take care of. So some information that I want to get out there to you guys, but I need to get a few more people in if we can. This could just be one of those slow nights, but right now we got 11 of you guys in here. So if we could get that number up a little bit more, because I do got something I want to put out because we have somebody kind of going through some stuff. So you guys can do that for me, please. I try to put it out there as much as I could. Let's see here. I think I got everything. Well, did you ever get your commercial in here?
Don't know.
That pisses me off because I had it in here and I don't know if you deleted it or if I accidentally deleted it.
Is it under the other show?
It seems like.
Let me see.
It should all be in here.
I just threw the one in.
Because sometimes, like on ours, we'll have the Big Homies breakdown, then we'll have the Big Homies corner.
Right.
I think we put it under one, and it's still under the other. We didn't like move it. And I didn't know if maybe something similar to that.
Okay, I just threw both of them in here too. So.
Okay.
But,
okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that one was mine. Okay. We'll go ahead. We're going to throw up a commercial real quick, and we'll be right back with you guys. 22 seconds, not too long. Heck yeah. What's up, Jared? How you doing, buddy? Been chilling, cleaning, listening, and good evening, everyone. Back to cleaning, listening. Man, at least you're getting it done now. I got to sit here later, Jared. I still got to clean tubs. I still got to feed snakes. I might actually, I don't know. I was going to say maybe I'll skip on the cleaning the tubs tonight and just deal with the snakes, but we'll see. If not, I'll have to get my ass up early in the morning and get that done. I wanted to mow the yard too today before it started raining and shit, but I didn't get to it.
I think that's the only good thing about Michigan. You don't have to cut grass for 5 months, 6 months.
Right. Same up here, man.
Only thing.
And don't forget to go check out Deeds Not Words either, guys.
Oh, yes. In fact, I meant to do that earlier. I didn't get that put out. I'm trying to keep those out on the stories and everything. Because the Deeds Not Words, we'll throw up that intro here in a bit too. But that definitely, that Deeds Not Words, that helps out with the first responders in the military. Them guys, man, they've, served and been there for us to help us stay, safe and have our freedom and everything else. So that's the least we can do for these wounded warriors, man, and these first responders is help them out. I keep forgetting the darn name, and I had it the other day. What is it? Camp Freedom?
Yep. Camp Freedom.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't for sure. I was like, I knew the name, and then I don't know. I got so much on my mind, man. It's hard to remember stuff anymore.
This is a good thing about with the campaign for the Deeds Not Words campaign is 100% of your money is going straight to those guys. 100% of the profits are going straight to them. They take the check up there and hand it to them. In like July and August, they're going to be going back up there. And so,
yeah, that's pretty cool. And like, they got so much stuff, man. They got like the river up there and all kinds of stuff, man, where they can go rafting and fishing and
hunting.
hunting, swimming, like whatever, man. Like those guys, that is so cool. I would love to go up there and see that, man, just to see, I got to see like kind of bits and pieces, I guess you could say, from like photos or, a little intro that they had or whatnot. But man, it would be actually cool to go up there and just see all the stuff that those guys got. Like,
there's
I really like
7,500 acres, and where Chris and Jay and them said they went, like there wasn't even a quarter of where they went to look at everything. He said it just was amazing.
Jeez,
they got tank trails and everything up there.
That's cool.
So
and Jay from Greenline, he's a big part of that too and helps out. So him and Chris Eaton from the Fat Man Nation, that's pretty awesome. Shout out to those guys.
they've got a show coming up this Sunday at 9 Eastern. Chris does. So
tune in.
Yep. What? I forget what all days. Okay, he does Sunday, but then what other day is it?
It's the 1st and 15th of the month for the 15 minutes of lame. And then I'll have I don't know what he named the new show. The nickname was the Hot Chick Sunday.
Yeah.
We had to change the name of that or something. So
that's funny, man. Only Chris would do some shit like that.
There's a lot of awesome people so far this year in the 15 minutes of lame. I mean, you got Mike, you got Will, you got a bunch of people. You got John.
Yeah, it really is, man. There's a lot of great people that they got this year. Well, I mean, even last year, not knocking anybody, but definitely, talking about this year, there's a lot of great people in it. And shout out to Lace, man. She won the 15 minutes of lame. She was a contestant, so first place. So shout out to her.
Yeah, Black Rock Balls. He's another one that's in it.
Oh, is he?
Yep. Yeah, he was on the 15th.
So can't wait to.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say I can't wait to get to know the guy. You know what I mean? This is another way to actually start to get to know other people and connect with them.
Yeah, he's going to be doing something with some T-shirts and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I can't honestly remember everything that he had said about him. He was going to donate or buy shirts or something.
He has shirts made up, and they say vote for BlackRock, like kind of Napoleon Dynamite style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
And if anyone buys them, everything's going towards the
These not words.
Not words.
Okay. Yep. I knew it was something like that.
That's really awesome.
Mess it up and.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're good.
That's cool. Man.
I actually want one of them shirts, man. It's pretty cool.
Oh, did you?
No, I said I want one.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I need to get some other shirts too. I still got to get Will's. I got to get Mike's. Need to get one from Sean too.
I need to make a few.
In fact, I need to get another one from Morphs too.
Mofo.
I got a black one from him. Yep. I'm pissed. I can't. I got to go through my clothes, man. My wife, she moves all my stuff because I kind of just leave it. So she goes and moves it, and now I can't find anything. I really need to get rid of some clothes though too, man. I got a lot of stuff, like, because I hold on to a lot of old clothes, like shit. I could sit there and go work under the car or yard work or whatever, I'm not gonna put on my nice new jeans. Yeah, throw these holy ass jeans and shirt on and socks, man. I don't care.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just to make John and Vance laugh, I had a fruit smoothie last night.
Oh, brave.
All right, Brave. Let me see here. You had, let's see here. I think you had mango. Did you have a mango one?
Peach mango.
Yeah, peach mango. He's gonna get me this time and say no. I had a strawberry.
Banana kiwi.
Oh, actually, that sounds pretty good.
That is bomb. One of the ones I used to like was the strawberry kiwi, the Snapples.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Those
Oh,
are so bomb.
I get 4 or 5 of them. Like, all right, I'm gonna drink one today, maybe 1 or 2 tomorrow. Like within 2 hours, I'm like, well, shit, I didn't think I was gonna drink all those. I had to go back to the store.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to back off sweets now, man. I had it's been about 3-4 years since I had the test done, but I was pre-diabetic, and
Oh, damn.
in fact, it's my cousin. She was just in here, but our other cousin, he just had his dad passed a few years ago, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. He had his leg amputated. I think he had diabetes, and then my cousin had his foot amputated a while back, part of his toe, and then he just went 2-3 weeks ago and got the more of his foot amputated on.
Because once they start, they don't stop.
No, so I seen a picture he's got today. He's got cases of water filled up against the wall. So he's skipping the soda and going to the water.
Good.
Yeah, that and
Good.
carbs and pastas and shit. I know this is like way off topic, but like in 2021, I was having pain in my side. Go in, they're like, "Oh, your liver enzymes are like 100 times than what they're supposed to be." I'm like, "All right, what's going to happen?" "Oh, you can get NASH, is non-alcoholic cirrhosis hepatitis of the liver." I'm like, I don't even drink. He goes, "It's because you're fatty liver. You know, a lot of it's hereditary and your weight. You know, you're 300 pounds." And I was scared. I was crying. I was like, man, I got 2 kids and a wife. And I was like, man, I can't. And then I lost like 26 pounds, almost 30 pounds in like 3 months. And they're like, "Oh, you're going to be all right." So, all right, doctor says I'm going to be all right. I'm just going to go back to it. And now I'm thinking like I should have just stayed on that regimen, but with stress and anxiety and everything, it's like I don't overeat. It's like I just eat like pasta, you know, cheap shit. And, you know, you can't afford other shit. So you got to eat the cheap shit that makes you, you know, gain the weight and stuff. And, you know, and shit like that. So, but I drink a lot of water, but it just sucks. So I got to get my weight back down and high protein and, you know, calories and shit and walking, it'll fall right off of you. And I have sleep apnea and I can't use the damn machine. I got in a fight with a guy back in 2011 and it was bad. They had to revive him like 2 or 3 times and he had his hand wrapped around my head and I was like, "No, I can't wear no machine." So I'm trying to get that under control now and shit. And so,
Man. Yeah, definitely that's my biggest problem is eating unhealthy. Like you said, you really get you can't afford much, you know, to be eating New York steaks or anything nice or chicken. Yeah, well, chicken's cheap. I mean, you kind of can work with that, but that's even kind of pricey at times. So we do like a lot of fried potatoes and like you said, pasta. Just had pasta the other day. Luckily with some shrimp, but still not.
Believe it or not, tomatoes and shit has more sugar than anything. Tomatoes and bananas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, tomatoes are loaded with sugar.
Yeah, and they tell people diabetics, "Oh, if you have low blood sugar, eat a banana." That's the worst thing you can eat is, you know, it's the banana. But like I'm 294, 96 pounds, but my A1C is like 4.7. So I'm like, all right, I'm good on that perspective for right now. So just gotta get the control.
Nice.
You're not even supposed to give them like Gatorade or Powerade without cutting it with water. You know what I mean? Because you have to dilute it down, otherwise it's too much.
Just like with the apple juice and shit like that.
Yep.
And
yeah, apple juice has got a lot of sugar. And we even like, what was it we did? There was some type of juice we got, and we even would add sugar in there and sweeten it up even more. And it's like I've even backed off that. Or like if I have a peach, I'll go sprinkle sugar on that peach and eat it.
Yep. My uncle, he would drink Kool-Aid. It's like, you want some Kool-Aid to go with that sugar?
Right.
Yeah. He was, you know,
I remember those.
He started eating the Slender, drinking the Slender and shit. And it's like, it tastes the same, you know.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be going over something here in just one sec.
I've been trying to eat apples before I go to bed
Oh yeah.
because apples are supposed to help kind of burn fat while you're sleeping.
Oh yeah. Believe it or not, my dad, when I was growing up, we owned a fruit market and all that stuff, and I never really ate fruits and vegetables. I mean, every now and then I'd eat a banana or orange, an apple, and some grapes, but I wouldn't like eat it like all the time, and I don't know why. Like I just was like, no, it doesn't sound good. Now green peppers and onions, I'll eat the hell out of it, but
Excuse me. Oh boy. Yeah, I was going to go over something. I wanted to try to get as many people in here as possible. We've got, here, give me 1 second. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay. I wanted to sit here and go over something. We've got an awesome guy, Mike Duval, man, who's a great person in this community, who's always been a good supporter of everybody. And unfortunately, he's going through a tough time right now with his van. They have had some issues with it breaking down, and he went in the other day, and it's costing him $5,000 to get that van fixed, which is a lot of money. And unfortunately, we all know his, situation that, he's not able to see. And so it makes it really hard for him to work. And he's got even a job that I've been talking to Mike a lot lately, and he's been trying to figure out any way to get a job. And this was even before the incident with his van. And he was trying to get a job and everything. And it's really hard to find something. And he's got a gig coming up here in March 11th, but that's still some time out, and that only brings so much. So what we're trying to do is get him some money. We know things are tough right now. So if you guys can donate whatever you can to help him out and his family, because he has a lot of doctor's appointments that him and his wife have to go to, and I believe even his daughter.
Yeah, my 2 daughters with vision and stuff like that, and GI stuff, and then my wife, she had to have double foot surgery where she fell last year and broke her leg and her toes, and then her other foot, and she has a lot of medical problems with psoriatic arthritis and degenerative bone disease and pre-diabetic. A lot of it's genetics and stuff like that, and it just sucks. Yeah, the timing chain and a bunch of other stuff. I've got all the paperwork on it, but I think they quoted it like $4,600 and like $4,690 or something like that. We're trying to find different options to see what we can do. Because when the timing chain went out, the rear crankshaft seal went out, the high pressure fuel pump, it's like everything freaking happens at one time. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't put like $2,100 in it in November. The freaking heat went out, and with the Equinoxes, they're underneath the freaking dash and little plastic piece. Yep. So you got to take the whole dash out, and then I had to put new tires on it because they were under warranty. I only had the tires for less than a year and a half. They were like an 85,000 mile tire, and only put like 42,000 miles on it, and they were dry rotted. So they replaced that, but I still had to pay almost $350, $400 for the tires to get those replaced. So, I mean, we're just trying to figure out what we can do to try to get it, if not that fixed, if we can't come up with the money for that, just try to find something that's decent in price, that's dependable, because disability, they don't pay much.
No, not at all.
So,
yeah,
but I hate to even ask, anybody, because I figure if I can't, I was always raised, when you can see, not to be able to see, and you got to try to get it on your own. If you can't get it, then you don't need nobody to, you got to work for it, and and stuff like that. So it's hard.
But yeah, definitely. I'm sure.
I know with the economy and everything, like it is. I mean, there's a lot of people that are scraping by that are worse off than me. I just thank God that every day that, wake up on, on the side of the dirt. Cause, I used to work for a cemetery, seeing, everything, all that stuff. And that kind of made me, I wasn't, bad kid or anything like that. I just had more respect for life itself back then, 18, 19, 20 years old, 21 years old, doing that kind of work. A lot of people take life for granted, and you just never know what's going to happen.
No, that's true, Mike. I sit there and thought myself, man, I wished I would have done things a lot different. Saved money, not drink so much in my life and different stuff, because you don't realize later on the stuff, that struggles that you're going to go through, or when you're going to be hurt, or this and that. And that's what I was showing, like the thing you had sent me, the quote estimate on that and everything, so that they could see. So it's a lot of money, and it definitely adds up. I know we just went through something about 2 and 3 years ago. So about 3 years ago, our seals went out on the motor. So we had to get the top seal replaced. That was $1,000. And then we, about 8 months, year later, something like that, the blower, or the turbo went out. So that was another $3,000. We had something else that had went out that they had to fix. And then I fixed a hose on there that had went out, which was no biggie on my part of the money, obviously, on that. But yeah, it adds up, man. It's a lot of money. So if you guys can, we've got right here, there's Mike's Cash App link. So you guys will be able to sit there and donate money.
We're going to be so bad if you didn't have to pull the motor and all that shit. And
that's
if it was simple, I could try to fix it, pull up YouTube and have, like, for instance, like 5 years ago, before we got this, we had a Dodge minivan, and the radiator busted and was leaking everywhere. And it's like, all right, pull up YouTube video. I'm not paying $3,000 to change that. It's just going to be, a couple hours, and we'll change it and save the money. And so that's what me and my wife did. She was sitting out there, and, in the wheelchair, and say, all right, you got to take off this bolt. This is over here. We did. I mean, it took me 2 days to do it, but anybody else took probably a couple of hours. But
yeah,
I mean, so I even have animals. If anybody's interested in sunset, pet sunset stuff, clown pet sunset. I mean, if all else fails, I'll do that to do what I have to do. I know Tuesday there, so this is hard right now for everybody. But if you can, it's greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
I've got $140 so far. I don't want to say how much from certain people, but out of that $4,690, I think it was, I've got $170 so far. So nice. I minus that out of the 4,600.
Heck yeah! So almost down to 44, like 44.30 or something. So it's helping. Every little bit's going to get there, and definitely we'll do whatever we can for you, Mike.
Even if we can't come up with that to fix that, it's a 2017 Chevy Equinox, but it's only got like 125,000 on the motor, stuff like that. But like I said, if we can't come up with the money to fix that, we'll get something decent and let everybody know here's what it went to, and so
definitely. Yeah, if you guys can help him out, he's been a great supporter of everybody and everything, man. And always, I remember many a times Mike said, "Hey, if you ever, need a co-host or something to back you up on something, hey." So he's always willing to help me out if I'm ever needing somebody or whatever. He's always been great, man. Memory too, dude. Like always remembering stuff that I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, I'd like to. With everybody's name, with the Cash App, it sends a text message or whatever. Eventually, slowly but surely, I'd like to pay everybody back that has donated, if they can donate. I don't have a timeline where I'll pay you back, but I know eventually I'd like to try to do that. So
definitely, that's awesome. You're a good guy, man.
Yep, 100.
And we're gonna.
Sometimes I can be mean, and sometimes I could be the nicest person, but
we're all that way. we got to come out sometimes a little mad, man. We get our days where you got to, right? People make
days and bad days, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. And we're gonna keep putting this out there and everything, posting it. I'll keep doing this on the Gene Wars and the Thunderdome. So, and then we'll put it up and everything on Instagram, so people are, able to sit there and be aware of it and help out. And if you guys can share that out, let people know. Share it. He's got his Cash App right there. You guys are more than welcome to, share it out and help out.
I have Venmo too, but I don't know if we should put, I hate asking. I really do.
No, we understand, Mike. Trust me, it's one of those things. I don't like asking for money too, man. I know there's some people that don't have an issue with it. I think we all know that one person, but it's like, most of us, we definitely hate asking. I know that's one thing, man. I don't care if it's $10. I hate asking for money or anything. And, I've been in that boat before where I've had to, times I had to. And I remember one time, man, I had lost my job, I think. And I had unemployment come in, and I asked, I think I needed to borrow, or no, I can't remember what it was. I think it was something with my truck or something, man. I had to make a payment or whatever, and I had got behind, and I asked a buddy for $1,000, and that was really hard to do. Like, even though I've got my unemployment check coming, all my back pay, it's hard to sit there, and be like, hey, that's a lot of money, and just
there's a lady up here in one of the Facebook group. I'm not gonna mention her name, but she had helped my daughter go somewhere, and her car went out, wouldn't start. I'm like, all right, she kind of visually impaired too or whatever, but she could still drive. Go over there. I'm like, all right, well, try to start it. It sounds like it's the fuel pump, so I tap. Hell, I can't see. I'm under there tapping on it. Starts. I'm like, all right, cool. She goes, oh, it just was clogged. I'm like, all right. She calls. I was like, hey, can you come over and help me? It's doing the same thing, but it wouldn't start. As they try to put, check the fuses, have my oldest help me check the fuses and everything. I was like, oh, that's good. It's got to be the starter. So she gets a starter. All right, I put the starter on, and then that works. And then like 3 days later, hey, do you think you can come over and fix my front door and this and that? But in the meantime, she's like posting on like these different pages. Oh man, I got the money. I just don't want to put the money into this house or that. I'm like, damn, I'm sorry for my language, but it's like, it just seems like she wants everybody to like fix shit for free for her. I mean,
right.
It's different if you don't have it and you're asking, and then you find out that they do have it and they're still asking. I mean, that's not contradicting myself or anything like that, but
right.
Some people just keep going and going.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I've seen a few people like that, man. It's amazing some of the people that are out there for themselves. I mean, there's a lot of great people in the world, don't get me wrong, but like there's just those people out there though that are for themselves, all about themselves. I've seen people, man, they'll go to Walmart and buy some shoes or a shirt, pants, whatever, and they'll take and wear it for a day or a week or whatever, leave the shit on there, and then they'll go take it back. And I'm like, they knew damn well what they were doing. And they'll do that all the time. Or they'll just buy jewelry for themselves and their wife looks like garbage. And I'm like, damn, dude, like not even trying to make sure the wife looks good or anything, or you're just taking your shoes back. I get we're broke, but shit, I mean, if I don't have shoes, man, and I've got $50, it's going to hurt me. But if I got to go spend $50 to get my shoes, hey, I'll be broke for that little week or two. But hey, I'll have some money again. Like I'm keeping my shoes. I need those. Yeah, there's just some people I don't understand them.
Yep. Yeah, I can't go out. Last time I bought expensive shoes when I was a teenager, when I was working and had the extra money, I'm like, no, shit, I'll just wear these till they fall apart and go pay $30-$40 for a new pair.
Yep. I got two shoes right now. I got DCs that are split at the bottom of the sole, and then I got a pair of Vans, but I really got to clean them because I was at the car wash and the pink soap thing up at the
Yeah.
top busted, and that shit sprinkled all over me. So it got on my shoe, so I got this pink spot. It's just a huge old pink spot too, man. That sucker's like 4 inches in diameter.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm saving a lot of money right now, man. Just trying to keep up on my bills and then just invest in this other business that I've got. I'm trying to get going. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put everything I can into that, and
Yep.
it's tough.
Takes money to make money.
Yes,
It
sir.
sure does.
So,
Oh shoot, wrong thing. I'm going to throw up the Deeds Not Words campaign. If I could find it. Oh, right there.
Operation Deeds, Not Words 2 is dedicated to empowering and uplifting disabled veterans and first responders through unwavering support, meaningful resources, and real opportunities that honor their service and sacrifice. Our mission is to build a thriving, impactful organization driven by the shared vision, commitment, and accountability of our team, because when we work together, there is no ceiling on what we can accomplish.
We are equally committed to the growth of our team members, actively encouraging them to expand their voices, followings, and businesses as essential pillars of our mission. Being part of Operation Deeds, Not Words reflects great credit upon our members, uniting communities in the Fat Man Nation, Green Line Morphs under a shared purpose rooted in service, resilience, and action-driven impact. Deeds, not words.
Heck yeah, make sure you go get one of those shirts or beanies or both, or even get a pair of shirts, man. You got a wife? Hey, you know what? Boom, there you go. You guys looking like Sadie Hawkins. Like you're going to the dance, man.
if you don't have a significant other, sorry, Vance, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good.
And if you don't have a significant other and it's just you and you have, the extra, get you one and then buy an extra one if you can. You don't have to. And donate it to a veteran. It might raise your spirit, and you just never know what a little bit of kindness can go a long way to veterans and first responders. The shirts are $35, and the hoodies and the beanies are $32.
Yep.
Which isn't bad.
No, not at all. That's actually a really good price, man. And it helps out a good deed. So
yeah, they're good
I
quality.
know I'm going to be getting some here. I've got to get a couple shirts out to some people that I owe to, and then after I get that and some beers. I don't even drink beer. I don't even drink. Not anymore. But as soon as I get some bills cleared out of the way, then I'm going to sit there and get a couple of those shirts, man. I'm definitely going to be showing my support. So, and you got till what, July 4th?
July 4th. Yep, July 4th.
So there you go. 4 months or 5 months, actually. Well, a little under 5. You got about 4.5 months, give or take a little. So you got a little bit of time to play with, man. Taxes are coming up. So boom, there's your perfect shot to get a shirt or beanie or whatnot. Let's see. We did that one. Trying to see if we have any more. Oh, actually, yeah, let's throw this one up. There you go, the more Forge Coin affiliates. You can sit there and get a lot of stuff actually, merch, reptiles, whatever you want. I know there's over 30 something. I think there's about 35 or something like that. So definitely go if you got any of your coins built up, man. Go check out all those people. There's some pretty cool stuff So from, like I said, reptiles to merch, really be shirts, cutting boards.
Yep.
I mean,
So-
come on now, with your logo on it, jeez, you can't go wrong. Oh, I think you're muted.
Oh, shout out to the sponsors too up here. These two,
Boom. That's
Batman
right.
Nation and Platinum Morphs.
Heck yeah. Platinum Morphs and Chris Eaton, man. Two awesome sponsors, so we definitely appreciate you guys. Fatman Nation has some pretty cool podcasts he's got going, and again, they got the awards, not deeds. So shout out to those guys, man. Go check them out. And
might get better, man. He's sick
Michael's
right now.
got some. He's got some mandarins coming up. So and a lot of other stuff he's working too, man. That guy's got some nice stuff coming out for just getting into the hobby. You're definitely not missing out.
Don't forget US Art.
Oh, that's right. Right there, US Art.
Go support them. Go check that website out. Stay up to date on all the alerts.
Absolutely, because that comes back to, like we were saying about the rats earlier, is that you're going to sit there and you're going to have issues where it's going to go down the line to each state. And we don't want that. You know, obviously you need to be able to feed your snakes and everything. And if you don't have access to rats, well, that's going to be a big problem. And
I'm just surprised the southern states hasn't been really hit with those, you know, like in Florida, Alabama. I mean, some of them have. Alabama, you know, with that, like the ASF and certain things like that. It's $40 a year. You get a free shirt and stickers. I mean, it helps out a good cause. I mean, the shirts are real comfortable, and I mean, they fit to the size. Like, I've got a 3X. I wash it. I wear it so much, and it still feels like brand new since the first day I got it.
nice, man. That's good. Nice, good quality shirt right there. And it's like Mitzi said, hashtag one team, one fight. Come on now. There we go. We got this. We got it covered. We can do it, man. Let's not let them take our stuff from us.
Yeah, for sure. I know once I get my car fixed or whatever, get it fixed or something, I'm actually not a US ARC. I don't work for them or anything like that. I just volunteer. I'm going to be doing that starting in March, handing out stickers and pamphlets and kind of educating people here in Michigan. So like a kind of like a representative.
You know what? Actually, you got you just gave me an idea, Mike. I need to do that. So the pet store close by here in town, and I suggest you guys do this too. I'm going to start taking, I'm gonna try to see what figure something out. But I'm gonna start taking, if I gotta print some US art forms or whatever, I'm gonna print that stuff up so that I can put it out at the pet store that I go to, and I'm gonna even hit up the other pet stores. Excuse me. I know the one, they have no issues with me. They'll let me do it all day long. The other ones, I'd have to ask them, and you know.
Yeah, every month they have a new state. If you're a small business owner or whatever like that. They have it where you can email in and get pamphlets and stuff like that. Just reach out to Vanessa over at US ARC. I can give you her email. Just reach out to her and say, "Hey, look, I want to help out with US ARC here in California in my area." And I'm pretty sure she won't have a problem with you, you know, sending you a little package and stickers and stuff like that, and pamphlets, and letting everybody know what it's for and stuff.
And that's what I wanted to do, talk with them and see if I could get some stuff from them. But if not, then I'll go the old school way and I'll just print up a bunch of forms and everything and take it in and just let them know, hey, this is what this is. And then they sell a lot of reptiles there anyway, so I know they'll explain stuff to them. But and I'm sure it'll be self-explanatory right there. But if I got to make up a little something, a little stand with a piece of paper that says, if you have reptiles, you want to support them to keep them from taking your animals away, and get that out there. So I'm going to keep pushing harder on that. That's one thing I need to step up my game in. So.
All right, I'll be right back. I don't mean, I got to run and help my wife really quick.
Oh, no problem, Mike.
You're good.
Take your time. Yeah, you guys definitely want to support US ARC for sure. Even if you don't have a membership, that's fine. I understand people, I'm not rich by no means. Right now, I don't have a membership, but if you just take and can donate a couple dollars or $5, that's all. At least do that. Get something to them. I suggest the membership if you could afford it. Like me, I am actually going to be getting myself one again, but at this time, hey, if I could just donate those few bucks, at least something just to help them out, because there is a lot of us out there that are doing that, and it adds up. They've got attorneys; they're able to do those things. But the more we can get them, the better off we'll all be, so that they can fight the fight for everybody. Again, I mean, you've got 50 states, so to sit here, imagine maybe a few of them don't allow snakes, possibly, or certain parts, but you got all these states that they've got to fight for in different cities. So definitely, it keeps them busy and on their toes.
Yep.
Let's see here. Wonder. I think we played. Oh yeah, I think I did that one already. I think we might have got them all.
What's that?
All the commercials.
Oh, still got the sponsor ad.
And that one, I think we have set at the end though, huh? Or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Shit, I guess we can play that one. If you want to hit it, I don't.
Okay, yeah.
Heck yeah, that was quick. I wasn't even expecting it to be that fast. Jeez, I can't even talk. I got a tooth that's broke. It's been broke for a while, man. So my tongue always like hits it. And
Goes
it's
to one side.
Yeah. Talk all funny sometimes. Shoot, was. I thought there was something I was going to say or do or something. I can't remember now. We'll probably be ending this here in a few minutes anyways. We've been rocking for an hour and 42 minutes. So I know Will probably has no problem going to off a little early and relaxing. And I know I got some stuff to do too.
Yeah, the old restless legs is starting to mess with me now. So that's all good.
I'm not sure. We're doing one of two things next week. We're either going to have a guest for you guys, or we're going to be going over at June. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I have a couple guys. I'm just waiting for confirmation on when it's best for them. But we do have a couple of guests that aren't necessarily in the community. They're outside local breeders that I'm trying to bring in to just kind of get exposure, but at the same time show you what other people are working on out there.
Yep, absolutely. Trying to bring you guys some new people to see. And we're trying to get back. It's been a little rough beginning to this year. We're trying to get back to how we had things. We had some stuff in order. Again, it's been super busy. Had a lot going on. So we got some things going back to how we had it. So we got some stuff planned for you. We actually had a guest for you guys coming up. They were really busy though. They had some stuff going on. They were on vacay, so we kind of had to wait till the time was right for them. This one, me and Will, super excited about. Of course, we're excited about all our guests, but we were really excited for this one, man. This was pretty cool. So we can't wait for you guys to see. I'm hoping that's going to be next week. We'll find out though. I meant to take care of that already. Again, it's been really busy. I'm trying to keep. It's hard because I'm trying to deal with the I have to work. Then I've got to deal with reptiles. Trying to keep the house in order, and then doing the podcast, which is fun. I love hanging out with you guys. but just keeps me busy. And then there's something I'm missing. The new thing that I'm working on. Like there is so much to it. So it's a headache, man, to really sit here and go over all this stuff that I have to look for and different things to get this going. But we'll get there, and I can't wait to show you guys. I'm actually super excited.
It's going to be nice.
Definitely. I can't wait. I dream about it, Will. I'm just sitting there dreaming all the time. And I had to really step away, man, like from like Morph Market and everything too. You know, it was like, I just can't even look at this shit no more. I gotta stay busy.
You know, I got this. I'm trying to get prepared for the shop build and deal with car issues and stuff like that. So I mean, I get it. I totally get it.
Oh, for sure. That's gonna be cool once you get that shop up and going, man. Get everything ready for it and start building away, dude. That's so fun, and it's just like a dream.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to have it all done sometime in May, hopefully, if everything goes the way it should.
Hell yeah.
I'll be out there instead of in here.
That might be possibly, I might have a sample done about that time of what I'm working on around May. I'm hoping, if everything works right, like you said, I'm hoping about May I could get a product out, test it, make sure everything's good, and then after that, maybe start having everything rolling. Man, I need to win the lottery. Like, I'm having to dump everything into this.
Don't we all, man?
Yep.
I tried a couple times last year, but I'm just like, man, I just can't keep doing that.
I know. It sucks because you have faith every time when you're like, oh, it's been a long time, I'll go try it. And then you go and you try it for a while and you're not winning. And I've had some numbers that were pretty close, actually. Like literally all the numbers were just a couple numbers off or something. You know, if I would have just went a little this way or a little that way, I would have had it. And it's like, damn. But yeah, a lot of time it is waste. I went, God, what was it, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. Oh, I think, it was around my birthday. I went on my birthday, actually, that same day, and I bought some lottery tickets. I bought 3 of them. 3 or 4, no. I bought like 4 to 5 tickets, something like that. Right. And I didn't hit shit. I was like, see, this is why I don't really play once in a while. Yeah. But I'm not going to dump a lot of my money into this shit that I'm not even going to win. It's pointless. But there's always that chance, man, because it's like, what if you do hit that 500 or a couple $100? Right. Even, hey. I actually worked with a guy. He had, this was back when I was 18, 20-something years ago. This guy I worked with, he went to one of the gas stations nearby and bought a lottery ticket. It was one of the $1 ones. And he ended up winning $1,000 on it, dude.
Oh, jeez.
My dad's pretty lucky with that. Him and my mom.
Yeah, there's some people, man, that are lucky.
And my uncle back in the 90s, my grandpa, he would always play his same numbers after my grandma died. And my uncle said, hey, I need to play these numbers, but I don't want to go to the store. My grandpa goes, well, you better go play them. They're going to win. And that night they won and he didn't play it. And then, back right before Christmas, when I think the Powerball and Mega Millions was way up there, if we would have played the number that we would have had, because 10 is October for my wife, and 16 was her birthday, and 22 was my dog's birthday before he. And then there was a few other numbers, and it's like, shit, if we would have played those numbers, we would have won it. But that's a chance you take. You just never know. I mean, it's meant to be when it's meant to be, I guess.
Yeah, there was when we went one time, this was about 1.5 years ago or something. We went to Walmart and there's they got the lottery, machines in there. And there's this older lady, she, like, I don't know, she's probably in her mid-60s, 70s, something like that. She bought a lottery ticket in front of us and she won 1,000. And she's buying like kind of the expensive ones too, like the 20, 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
She wins 1,000. And she buys a couple other tickets, and then she turned around and won another 500 or something like that. So she ended up that day with like at least 1,500, $2,000, something like that in lottery tickets that she had won.
Wow.
I seen one other person that had done that back to him, and I'm like, dude, how are you guys like? Maybe it's just the expensive ones, but luck at the same time, right?
A lot of people say the lower the numbers on the roll, the better chance you have.
Yeah.
Like my dad and my brother, we had a tree lot when I could see back in like 2004, 2005. When I could see, and I was like, all right, I'll stay here, while y'all go get coffee, hot chocolate, or whatever. My brother's like, no, I'm going to go first. I'm going to get scratch offs. And my dad's like, okay, go ahead. He goes, no, Dad, you go, because you know which ones to get. I'm just going to buy behind you. So he let my dad go first, and he was going to pick the same ones. My dad bought the ticket. That's the one he wanted 10 grand on. My brother was pissed.
Oh, damn.
He goes, I was going to pick that one. He goes, hey, losers.
Yeah.
Finders, keepers, losers, weepers, sucker.
Yep, you just never know, man.
That's funny. Your dad's all just face.
Oh, he was pissed. He threw his hot chocolate when he come out the door and everything. He was mad.
Damn.
As I see, that's why I don't buy
it. Man, I want that money.
The last time I won money was February 9th of 2009. Yeah, February 9th, 2009, when I lost my job. I went to bingo that night. I was like, all right, I just want to relax. And I won 1,900. Never been back to a bingo and never really played a scratch off since then. So, yeah. So
that's kind of how I felt, man. When that lady won that, I seen her win, and I know it was at least 2 tickets, but I think she won 3 at least. I believe. I can't remember. And it made me sick that she won that, and I was right there by that machine. Yeah. Now, I will say, I'm not going to say that I was going to buy something for sure, but it still made me sick. You know what I mean? Just to know that I was by that machine and that money's right there. Like, come on, baby. All you got to do is spend a little bit and you're going to make a lot. It made me sick, bro. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe I would have never even bought the same damn ticket as her, but I worked with this Asian guy, man. He would make these guys. They were he had a tractor on the front loaders and stuff. They pick up all the corn and everything and dump it. We worked at a Western Milling, and they did all the rat feed, dog food, and all that crap, and cow feed and everything. Those guys back then, this was back, 2000 and I'd say probably 2013. And those guys were making like 22, 25 an hour. So these guys were probably making like, I don't know, 1,200, at least 1,200 a week. And like this one Asian guy, man, he would be going into the gas station and spend like $400, $500 on lottery tickets.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn. I mean, I could see, don't get me wrong, I could see going in there spending like, you're making fat bank, 20, 50, maybe $100 in tickets at most. But like, that's it. I want to put a lot of my cheddar up in the bank and buy some things, man. I couldn't see spending that, like a lot of your money that you make on that. That just, geez. Yeah. Throw it to me, buddy.
Real bad about it.
Hopefully maybe he hit the 30 or 100,000 one day and kind of made up for some of what he spent.
Yeah, there was a guy up here recently somewhere. I can't remember. He won like that $25,000 a week for life.
Oh, shit.
Another person got like a scratch off and won $1 million on it. It's like, I wouldn't even be able to spend it. I'd have a heart attack if I won that much.
Right?
Like me trying to cut the eggs, it's like I get excited, my heart's racing. It's like with valve cutting, it's like, man, just the passion, that everybody has that I know, you guys, and it's like I couldn't imagine winning that amount of money. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I mean, I would pay off my credit cards that I have, and and then just I wouldn't be done with it. I would just take it and get the stuff that I needed.
Definitely.
So,
not like some of those that you see where like, I forget what it is, but the people that won the lottery, and then like, not even years, like 6 months or a year later, they're flat ass broke. Or
for instance, there was a guy. Sorry, Vance.
The one that went like back to back, he won 2 lotteries, and his ass went broke twice. Like, how do you do that?
There was a guy that recently won 167 million, and he got locked up in Florida. He just got locked up in Kentucky and a couple other places. It's like,
Was that the one that beat up or kicked the cop or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, all your money's going to attorney fees.
Yep. Like, dude, you went and kicked,
What an
or
idiot.
he was fighting some dude, and then that cop came to grab him and he kicked him, and it was like, dude, you just, like you said, you threw all that money away for what? Now you're in prison, your money's gone. You just got out of prison. Like, dude, you were set for life. You could have said, screw all the bullshit, all the guys that I got to look at in prison. I'm gonna be out on the outside with my money and my mom, you know, and take care of her and everything. And now your poor mom, you know, she doesn't get to see her little boy that's actually a 50-year-old man, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down, man. We definitely appreciate you guys all coming out and everything. Definitely nothing but love for all you guys. You guys are all awesome. Make sure you can please donate to Mike, whatever it is you can. We're going to be posting this up every week. We'll put it on here on the channels. We'll put it up on Instagram. And then make sure you support USARC and the Deeds Not Words. Be kind to each other. Keep grinding. It's still the beginning of the year, so even with it, whatever you have to deal with, push it to the side. Don't even worry about that. I know sometimes it's easier said than done. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff myself, and I can't sleep, I think, all the damn time. I think I already said I can't sleep, yeah. So, you know, it is hard. It's tough out there. Just keep pushing, keep grinding. Don't even worry about other people that, you know, are negative around you or in the world, whatever. Just, you know, keep doing you. Stay positive, stay focused. You guys are all awesome. Make sure you come out again next week because we got some more stuff starting to pop off better, going again finally. We'll be back in action. Make sure you go out Sunday to Jared. He's got his show going, Gym Creations. You got Mike and Sean that are, you guys going tomorrow?
Yeah, we have Adrian from Eastern Box Turtle.
Oh, okay, awesome. So make sure you go check them out. Monday, you have Carl from Satchmo's Exotics. Go check him out. Tuesday, you got, let's see here. Wednesday, you got the Morphs show. And then I think that's it. Unless Mike and them are doing a show on Wednesday, or if you're skipping the following week. Because I know you guys go every Tuesday.
This past Wednesday, we had the Big Homies break. Every other Wednesday is the Big Homies corner, and then Tarantulas After Dark. So this past Wednesday was Tarantulas After Dark.
Okay.
And then next Wednesday it'll be the Big Homies breakdown. The Big Homies. I get them mixed up. The Big Homies corner.
I do too. I can't keep track.
Yeah, and then the 20th,
Sunday G-Paw, right?
Yeah, and then G-Paw is
Sunday G-Paw, yeah.
Eastern. You have his
right
show.
after that, F&A.
Oh yeah, they got something. Yeah, F&A goes. They have their deal every week. The little racers and stuff. So that's cool because you can get credit and everything. So make sure you go check out those shows.
We're gonna have Matt Miller from Internal Morphs of Burn Balls. We're gonna have him on the 28th, and then March 7th we're gonna have Tom Crutchfield.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Show.
Let's go. That'd be awesome. I'll
talk about coming on your guys a little bit later. That way you can kind of, pick his brain with the Gene Wars stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely. What's up, Jamie? How you doing, buddy? You got anything, Will?
Just try to keep the passion, stay positive, and always progress.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow's a new day.
That's right. Very well said.
If you don't wake up on the right side of the bed, go back to bed and get up on the other side. There's two sides, and life's what you make it. And just try to be positive, even if you got a lot of stuff going on.
Absolutely. And I think that should be it. So we will catch you guys all later. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure you come out to the Thunderdome tomorrow. Until then, we will catch you guys. Stay safe, be kind, and enjoy life.
Amen.